is fresh and exciting, and it's just meant to be a good, feel-good experience.
Audiences can expect a lot of laughs. We want our Black and brown queer folks to be seen. We want them to feel joy and to laugh with us.
We just had an open conversation about what are other ways that we can create programming for, our community. ItsQwere is a community social group that started in 2018, centering and celebrating the experiences of Black and brown queer folks. Mighty Real is a performance and a production that just celebrates the queer experience. We all come together and we present something live for the audience.
So Mighty Real is inspired by 90s sitcoms, and it's a sketch comedy variety show. So Mighty Real is gonna have a lot of sketches, it's gonna have stand-up, and we even have some poetry for the show too.
It centers the narratives and experiences of queer folks of color. Started out as a live music event. I was really inspired by In Living Color and Saturday Night Live and Mad TV and even like Mickey Mouse Club as well. And I'm like, let's take those elements and, put our experience into it. Sketch comedy in particular tends to center like white men.
What makes Mighty Real unique is that the full production of this show is made up of Black and brown queer folks. We're behind the scenes, we're in front of the scenes, we're on stage, behind the stage.
There's a lot of really funny sketches, and we also have some song parodies as well. One of my favorite sketches is about what happens when a young guy brings home his partner who's of a different ethnicity and how their family responds to that. And it's just a really, really comedic opportunity for people to see possibly their own experiences reflected when they've done something outside of the box that their family disagrees with.
The main mission of ItsQwere is to just create more spaces where folks of color, and especially queer folks of color, can come together in community and just laugh and just have that queer joy. Because we often don't really get that in everyday life. We often don't feel safe in everyday spaces. And so with our show Mighty Real, we want our Black and brown queer folks to be seen. We want them to feel joy and to laugh with us in this safe space, knowing that their lives will be affirmed.
The entire cast is women, and women of color. I think that, that's just underrepresented. You don't see a cast of women on much of anything, let alone comedy. So I think that's what makes this show really special. National Queer Arts Festival approached ItsQwere and said, hey, we have this festival coming up next year, we'd love you to be a part of it. And that was the first time in the 5 years that we've been doing this work that someone has recognized and said, hey, we're going to, give you a contribution and we're gonna just let you have free reign and create whatever you want.
This feels big because last year we weren't a part of any festival. We just sort of threw it together and just performed at Piano Fight in SF. To be actually a part of a larger festival, we're just really excited to be able to bring in more audiences, especially queer folks, to see this show.
And I think what's really important is that the entire breadth of the show just has so many nuances about the queer experience. And our cast is not all queer. There's some allies in there as well. It's really nice to have a space where folks who are typically the punchline of jokes can be telling their own stories and are able to laugh at themselves and their own experience and make light of what typically is seen as maybe a disadvantage.
Come sit back, relax with us this Saturday, June 17th at Soma Arts in San Francisco.